Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to more Dragon Quest XI. I am still decked out in my armor, looking fucking fresh. So, we won the tournament. We beat up the champion, even though he was a fraud. And to make matters better or worse, Rab, and I assume his accomplice Jade, stole the rainbow. But according to the cutscene, it seems like Rab was fairly aware of who we are. Turns out that we can't just sneak around being the luminary. It looks like most people are gonna have at least some idea who we are, given a long enough time, or at least people know to look for that symbol. People who know to look for that symbol, that seems to be pretty common. So, regardless of my situation, we need to go to the ruins of Dundrasil. Dundrasil. Yeah, I got it right. Dundrasil. And figure out what's next. Apparently, Rob is there, most likely with his accomplice Jade. The guilty ones, of course. And we'll find out what this is all about and why they took the rainbow from us and what they want from us. Probably an apology for my partner drop kicking Rab in the face, because I'll be honest with you, I know it's a tournament and I know the fight was never called off, but still, I still find that to be incredibly dirty that he did that to that poor man. Also, if you are in a position that you are interested in this, you can actually grab the armor recipe to make this particular set of armor that my main character is wearing here in Dundrasil. So go on and figure, this is where you're gonna get it. So there are green dragons here. I don't remember this out. Is there? Oh.
Man. So this is Dundrasil. I'd heard the rumors about what happened here, but still, I never expected this. To think that not so very long ago this was one of the world's great cities, and that it was reduced to rubble in a single night. The king and queen murdered by monsters. The princess of Helidor too. The poor thing was only visiting. But I don't need to tell you this. They were your parents after all.
So where's the old guy from the tournament, anyway? And why'd he drag us all the way out here?
Look! Those torches are lit! He must be in there somewhere, waiting for us.
You know, had I really thought about that, it would have made me wearing the Dundrasil armor even more fucking pertinent to the story. Green dragons, man, they are a trip. Now, they're not difficult to kill if you're up for the challenge, but boy, they are worth it. And I'm going to show you why they're worth it. They can hit hard, but I'm also like 10 plus levels higher than what I need to be at this point in the game. So, you know, that's a thing that can happen. Let's bounce. Okay, Umful is the single target. Then why did I learn first? That doesn't make sense for some of these characters. Let's go with Crackle? Crack. And there you go. There's like 90% of the reason why dragons can actually be kind of scary. If you ever played D&D, you should know that the one thing you don't want to fuck with is a dragon with its fucking breath weapon. That shit is never a good idea. But also, fucking with a group of actual fucking adventurers is also a terrible life decision. So, you know, that helps too. So there are only 2 dragons in this area that I've seen. There's the one at the entryway here, and then there's this one. As far as I know, they don't actually chase you. They're pretty chill. They don't really give a shit about your existence. They don't want none of this smoke. So you can kind of do as you please. Yo, why is there a slime there? Oh, it's a quest. Who would have thought? Eek. Who's that? Please don't hurt me. I'm not a bad slime. If you promise not to hurt me, I'll tell you something surprising. This well goes all the way to the castle. You can use it to get to where those brazier things are. Brazier? Fine, whatever. I'll take your word for it. I think there's a doorway you can... Oh, yeah, I did come this way, didn't I? Yeah, I remember. So, if you come, you can come here as early as you want. As long as you're able to get to this place. And none of this place is gated off, surprisingly enough. So I just explored around and found shit. And yeah, you can do all that shit. The slime won't be there, neither will the cutscene. But the game doesn't... But thankfully, the game doesn't fuck that up. This game has a really bad habit of triggering... Some games have a really bad habit of triggering cutscenes. But if you get there regardless. But if you're going to allow for some openness in your game, triggering a cutscene just because you show up there is... usually not a good idea. I get it, it's a story-based game, so you probably shouldn't be doing that shit, but at the same time, you know, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't gate me. Don't gate me, bro. Oh, there's Rab. I promise, there is a chest. I'll show you once we get to it, but it looks like he's waiting for us.
So you made it at last.
Is it just you? Where's your friend, the girl?
She has duties to attend to. She'll be glad you came, though, as am I.
It's not like we had much choice. Now, where's the rainbow? We need it.
Oh, you do you? I suppose that's because your pal here's the luminary.
Wait. How could you...
I thought you died years back, laddie. When I saw that mark in your hand at the tournament, my heart skipped more than a few beats, let me tell you. Now, come along. There's something I want to show you, if you'll indulge an old man for a wee while.
Ah. Clink, clank, clink, clank, clink, clank, clink, clank, clink, clank, clink, clink, clink. You know, that is a nice detail to this game I appreciate, is the fact that my armor makes a clinking, clanking, clink, clink, clink noises. Because that's what armor, in my particular case, especially basically full fucking plate.
This place brings back some memories, sure enough.
Look, are you going to tell us who you are or what?
I'd already given up most of my duties by then. I spent most of my days in the city enjoying my retirement. Oh, we had us some fun. And then the monsters came, and I lost everything. When I was your age, laddie, this was one of the finest cities you could ever hope to see. And look at it now. One night. That's all it took them to tear it all apart. Just listen to me blethering on. I was going to show you something, wasn't I? Come on.
Huh? Is this somebody's grave?
Aye. This is where the King and Queen of Dundrasil are buried.
You mean...
I do. This is your parents' grave, laddie. The grave of my daughter and son-in-law.
Wait, but that would mean you're his grandfather.
These two fine young souls died, and I survived. I came to believe there must have been a reason for that. That someone had a purpose in mind for me. So I set out to learn why Dundrasil was destroyed. I've been on the road ever since. I've uncovered some of the truth on my travels. It was King Carnelian, you see. He changed. He once believed in the power of the luminary more than any of us. But he became convinced that you were evil, that you were the Darkspawn. He's not a man I knew any longer. Folks say he blames you for everything, even the death of his daughter. How could you, old friend? There's something behind it all. The fall of Dundrasil, the change in my old comrade. I promise you, I will find out the truth. Eleanor, my girl. Erwin, I found him. I found your boy. He wasn't lost to us after all.
Oh, this is heartbreaking.
You're alive, laddie. Against all the odds, and now you're home. You've no idea how many times I've dreamed of this day. I never thought it would actually come. Now, will you humor an old man a while longer? There's an old royal ritual, you see. It's to send the souls of the departed to a better place. I'd like you to help me perform it. There's an altar up on the hill behind the castle. I'll be waiting for you there.
Damn. Wow, this certainly got fucking heavy really fucking fast. Well, technically that does explain the cutscene. We were from Dundrasil. I couldn't 100% remember when the game pointed it out, because they make it sound like they've known all along, but I can't figure that. I can't figure out when it was mentioned. And I'm kind of down for this game a lot, so whenever it was mentioned, it clearly slipped the fuck by me. But no, even if it wasn't like directly mentioned, I kind of believe it, considering what the opening cutscene was. And if you are intrepidous enough, you come through here. It won't be here now, obviously, because I've already collected it, but there should be a chest? Yeah. This chest right here, and that will have the recipe to make the Dundrasil armor that the main character is wearing right now, and it is glamour armor, so it'll show up on your character and be all cool and shit. You know, I kind of figured that this game would have some interesting connections between me and the rest of the cast, but it is kind of absurd, isn't it? Like, me and Eric were, you know, close. The sisters are here. Sisters are basically, you know, here to protect the Luminary. And I don't really got one for you, honey. You something special. Not really sure. Alright, let's go. Man, alright. He made this sound like a little walk.
Everything's ready.
Thank you, Princess. It looks just perfect.
Wait, you don't mean...
If the rest of you wouldn't mind standing back here with me, only members of the Dracilian royal family may perform the ritual.
How come he called you princess? Are you?
Quiet now. The ritual is about to begin.
You just follow my lead. All right, laddie? The souls of those who depart this life must all return to Yggdrasil. One life for each leaf of the great world tree. But those taken by monsters cannot return of their own accord. So our ancestors devised a ritual to send them on their way. The smoke guides them back to where they belong, to Yggdrasil's bosom. Each butterfly is a lost soul, and now they can all be at peace. You didn't die in vain, Eleanor. You saved your boy and the princess. It was a noble sacrifice you made. Thank you, my beautiful girl. And goodbye. I hope you don't mind me asking, but your mother didn't leave you anything, did she? Oh, no. She didn't, did she? this letter's why you went to see King Carnelian, eh? If only she'd known. I'm sorry, laddie, you've been through so much. But I suppose if you'd not set out for Helidor, the journey would never have led you to me, eh? Oh, Helena. Sorry, laddie. I'm gonna need to be alone for a wee while.
Man, that's tough. Things would be a lot easier if we could just fly up to Yggdrasil like those butterflies. Sorry, now's not the time to be saying silly things like that, is it? Nah, not really. Now is really not the time. Handsome, how you doing? I think I figured out who that girl is. It's kind of hard to believe, though. My sis? I did have a sister, according to the cutscene. So how the fuck did this all work out then? Where's everyone else? Where's Serena? Oh, there's Serena. Wasn't the Queen brave, rescuing you the way she did? Veronica and I must learn from her example. After all, it's our job to protect you now. Yeah, you're right. What's on your mind? Oh, darling, that ceremony was just beautiful. Your parents are at peace now, I'm sure.
Lady Eleanor. Who's there? You weren't supposed to see that. I was just thinking about Lady Eleanor. I mean, your mother. Why don't we take a little walk? My mother was a rather sickly soul by all accounts. She died not long after I was born. So in a sense, Lady Eleanor was the only real mother I ever knew. She used to read me stories, take me flower picking. I loved her so much. You can imagine how happy I was when I heard she was having a baby. I couldn't wait to meet my little brother. You know, it was raining like this the last time I ever saw her. I can't believe how much time has passed since then. Wait, up there.
Oh, the dicks! Why are they here? I guess it would make sense.
Something tells me they're looking for you and your friends. And there's only one kingdom that can send that many soldiers out on a manhunt. Helidor. Come on, we need to get back to the others.
I've been pronouncing it wrong. It's Helidor. Ugh, I'm gonna get so many hate comments for that shit now. Ugh. Great, of course. Of course they'd come here. I mean, where else are you gonna go? You would assume that I, the Luminary, would eventually, at some point, make my way back home. So where would you go? You'd go back home, especially once you now know that me going home is now a possibility.
Where are the ones from the altar? No sign of them. What about the Darkspawn? No sign of him either. Blast! They must have gone away. It's him! He's over here! The Darkspawn is over here!
Oh, for goodness sake.
What shall we do with the girl? Sir Hendrik's orders were to bring the Darkspawn back alive. He never said anything about anyone foolish enough to side with him.
Just you try it.
Ooh. Ooh, spicy.
I can't be expected to take her on alone. Sir Hendrik! Sir Hendrik!
Come on. We'll head around the mountain and meet up with the others before he gets back.
You know, I don't know why I thought we'd be able to avoid them.
I have you at last, Darkspawn. There is nowhere left to run.
Easy, right the fuck by you.
You are a slippery one, I will give you that. I had not thought you would make it this far after I picked up your scent in Octagonia. Men, the Darkspawn is mine. Deal with the girl. Forward! This is all the dreaded child of darkness can muster. Pathetic. You will evade me no longer, Darkspawn. The chase ends here.
Hendrik! Don't you dare!
Princess Jade? Surely not.
No! Hold on!
Princess!
I won't let you go again.
Where are we? Oh. we're not too far off. It does kind of make sense considering where the river probably ran to. It would make sense we'd wash up here. Just looking at the map, it does kind of make sense.
Oh, good. You're awake. I'm soaked through. Let's get warmed up, shall we? I'm glad I caught you. I couldn't have forgiven myself if it happened again. I suppose Rab must have told you about your mother, that she sacrificed herself to save you and a princess of Helidor. Well, you've probably worked it out for yourself already, but I was that princess. Your mother saved my life. That night, the night Dundrasil fell, we ran from the castle, but the monsters were too fast. She handed you to me and distracted them for long enough for us to get away. She died to save us. But even though she trusted me with you, I was too weak and stupid to... I fell in the river and I let you go. I can't tell you how many times I've wished that it was you Rab fished out of there and not me. After he found me, we headed back to Helidor. We thought my father might help us to find you. But when we got there, we found out he was telling people I'd been killed by the Luminary. He was trying to make people believe awful things about you. Rab was convinced that he wasn't in his right mind, that someone must be controlling him. So we set out together to find out who and why. I never expected to see Hendrik again, let alone on the battlefield. We were lucky to get out of there alive. Looks like the rain's dying down. We should head back to Dundrasil.
You heard the lady. Guess we're heading back to Dundrasil. Is this where they've been staying? Wouldn't surprise me. Oh. Hey, Jade. Nice. She may not be part of my team yet, but still kind of cool. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. God damn it.
So I was right. I had suspected it would take more than a mere fall to put pay to the Darkspawn.
Sir Hendrik.
And it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess. To see you alive and well, you cannot imagine how much this pleases me. But should you choose to continue to side with the Child of Darkness, you may not live for much longer.
Look, I know how you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? You don't understand how important this is. Please, You have to let us go.
You would ask a sworn knight of Helidor to disobey the orders of his king? You have been away from home too long, girl.
Not long enough for the years to have changed you. Still loyal to a fault. I wish it didn't have to come to this. But it has.
Impressive, princess. The spirited young girl of old has grown into quite the warrior maiden.
Oh, please. I'm not a child anymore. It'll take more than a pat on the head to distract me.
And what will it take to convince you that I am deadly serious? That if you stand on the side of the Darkspawn, I will have no choice but to destroy you? Yeah.
Hendrik!
Princess!
I'm sorry. Get on. Now hold on tight.
Princess, what have you become?
My best friend. So she's the princess of Helidor. Huh. Damn. It all really does kind of tie itself all nice and neat together, doesn't it?
Look!
There you both are. And in one piece, too.
Just about. No thanks to Hendrik and his men.
So it was old Hendrik, was it? I thought it might be. I would have liked a wee word with the rascal, but I doubt he'd have told us much. Well, if even he's out for your blood, the forces of evil must have a stronger hold in Helidor than ever. It wouldn't be the first time a once glorious kingdom had been brought low by monstrous powers, you know. Many years ago, a dastardly fiend destroyed an entire empire with his wicked ways. A legendary evil named Mordegon. His story is all but forgotten these days. I had to tramp halfway around the world just to learn his name. But the more I find out about him, the more I'm convinced he's the one behind all this. Dundrasil, the troubles in Helidor, everything. Which is why you're going to have to stop him, laddie. The fate of the whole world depends on it. You're the luminary, after all. You were born to defeat the Dark One. But you'd be more than foolish to face him unprepared. He's a master of darkness, the like of which the world has never seen.
Then we must make our way to Yggdrasil as soon as we can. The legends of Arborea tell of a means of fighting the darkness that can only be found there. Veronica, that must be why we're supposed to take him there, mustn't it?
Here you are, laddie. It's yours at last. You'll be needing it if you're to make your way to the World Tree. If anyone can get this old stick to show us the way, it's you. Lead on, luminary.
Can you see anything?
Don't tell me it's a dud! If that Noah sent us in a wild goose chase, I'll throttle him!
Oh, Jesus!
Could have told us it didn't work before we wasted a zillion hours chasing it halfway across the world.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions. Why don't Jade and I join you, and we'll see if we can't make our way a bit closer to Yggdrasil and try again. We'll not give yous any bother, I promise.
Whatever you say, Gramps. Oh, I love him already. Oh, welcome to the party, you two. You're gonna be a great addition to the group. Oh, I'm so happy. And with that, we now have even more people to our name, to our fantastic little group. And I will give this game credit. They give the characters plenty of points to fuck around with, because obviously, for a variety of reasons, what level are they, actually? 20, oh god, they're 23, shit, they are well below me. But I am also well above where I need to be, so I can't blame them too much for being underleveled.
Huh? Hey, the branch, it's...
Oh, darlings, did you see it? It was so pretty.
A sort of platform floating in the sky, and 6 colored orbs. Oh, I think I understand. We need to find the orbs and take them to the platform, and then the path to Yggdrasil will appear.
Maybe trekking halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't such a waste of time after all. And we've already got one of the orbs we need, too. I knew swiping this thing from the castle was the best idea I ever had. I had my own plans for it. But this is way more important. It's yours now. Just don't lose it, okay?
Our prize from the tournament. Lucky we didn't sell it in the end, eh?
Aye. And there I was, all set to swap it for a few piffling trinkets for the road. It's yours now, though, laddie.
Well, that's two.
Now, it looked like that platform we saw was located right under Yggdrasil. That means it must be somewhere deep inside the first forest. So, we know where we have to go. We just need to find the other 4 orbs first.
But where in the world would we even begin to look? Orbs. Oh, I do remember a fairy tale about a giant pearl sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Can't remember the details, though.
Well, if we don't have any real clues, I guess we'll just have to head out into the world and find some.
You're not wrong there. In which case, let's head for Puerto Valor. We can get out into the open ocean from there. It's off to the northwest of Gondolia. A fairly straightforward voyage, if you ask me. And you'll be pleased to hear that I'm friends with Don Rodrigo, the big man over that way. I'm sure he'll open the sea gates for us. Let's get moving, shall we? The sooner we get our hands on those orbs, the sooner we can make our way up to Yggdrasil.
Alright, well, that's gonna wrap this up, boys and girls. It's been a blast, man. I love this game. Absolutely adore this game. Without any doubts, this game is easily going to make my top list. Probably one of my favorite games I've played so far, honestly. Gotta be honest with you. You know, I'm gonna play a lot of games on this channel. This is shaping up to be one of my favorites. So, we're gonna save it, and I'm gonna go work on something else, as I was not intending to play this long. Anyways, guys, next time on Dragon Quest XI, our party just got a little bit bigger, and my enjoyment of this game just got a little bit stronger. Until then, everyone, stay tuned. I am signing out, and I will see you all next time.